Hey, what's up, guys? I'm back with another video, and I wanted to share my thoughts with the latest news coming from the Nintendo financial briefing that they just had this morning. Now, of course, it's been going like wildfire already. You've already seen reaction videos for people crying and being so depressed on this news and everything. So, basically, if you haven't heard yet, Nintendo announced that the Wii U version of Zelda will be delayed until 2017, and they also announced that the same game will be coming to the Nintendo NX simultaneously, and they've been developing the game in tandem together for who knows how long. So they announced that they announced the delay, and they also announced that the NX itself will be coming out in March of 2017 as a global release. And they also said that at the 2016 E3 this year, they will be only showing one game playable at E3, which would be The Legend of Zelda for Wii U. So they're going to E3 with the biggest floor at the conference, at E3. It's the same size as Sony's booth. Basically, they have a gigantic floor space for only one game. So that right there looks really strange to me, honestly. So you're telling me that they're gonna bring that game to E3 and that's it. Now, granted, no doubt they're gonna have other events and conferences throughout the year that are not going to be related to E3 and they also said they're going to be showing the NX, and they're going to reveal the specs, they're going to reveal the games at a later date. So my question is, why even go to E3? Why not just cancel your appearance at E3 and have a separate event where it may be easier to access and, have it just for Zelda at a separate event? Why go to E3? Why go through all the trouble? Why reserve that floor space if you're only going to show that game? Why not just do a private event and leave it at that? So it just looks really strange. It's like a strange messaging there, in my opinion. And also, Kimishima, the president of Nintendo, said that they were not going to be having any more Wii U games for the rest of 2016. The only thing they have coming is Paper Mario and Tokyo Mirage Sessions and Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games for the rest of 2016. And there is nothing really there for the holiday to look forward to on the Wii U. And they projected that the Wii U would only be selling about 800,000 systems for the rest of 2016 in anticipation of the release of the Nintendo NX in March of 2017. So here we are in April, and they already are basically saying that since they announced the NX right now for March of 2017, they're not expecting the Wii U to sell anymore, and they're also not going to release any more games on the system, basically, from what they already said. I'm not saying that's 100% true or not, but it sure looks that way. If you're not expecting to sell that many systems, why would you release more games on it? If they're only expecting to sell 800,000 systems until the NX is released for the rest of this year, I can't see there being any more games released on the Wii U either. So this is a couple things about this is disturbing to me, is because they have never had a holiday season for a home console without a big release. If Paper Mario is their big release, then I guess that would be it. But obviously, we've seen nothing on that game to indicate that it's anything big to look forward to. So, without a big holiday release for their console, the Wii U is basically being left dead in the water. In fact, their entire console business is being left dead in the water since now, which is April, until the end of 2016. There's absolutely nothing really to look forward to besides those 3 games that I mentioned. If you're not some hardcore Japanese anime RPG fan, you're not going to enjoy Tokyo and Mirage Sessions. If you could care less about Paper Mario, which most people do at this point, you're not going to really be looking forward to that game. And Sonic and Olympic Games has been a cookie cutter sports game for quite a long time. Everyone knows about that. These are not big franchises, especially Sonic and the Olympic Mario and Sonic and the Tokyo Mirage Sessions, which is a new IP that is going to be very niche. Paper Mario was big until it's kind of lost its luster over the years. So yeah, maybe that might be a good game. We'll give it some credit, hopefully. So, but really, there's really nothing in 2016 to look forward to for the Wii U, and that's really sad. And basically, Nintendo has never released a console either in March of any year, not a home console at least. If I'm wrong about that, please let me know, but I have never seen Nintendo release a console in March. Now, Nintendo originally announced Zelda on the Wii U in 2014 to be released in 2015, and they delayed the game, understandably, for quality issues. Now, they said just, 2 months ago or a month and a half ago that Zelda Wii U was still on track to come out in 2016. And just now they're saying 2017, basing it on quality issues. Basing it on that, Nintendo had every intention of releasing Zelda Wii U this year, and also basing it on their E3 floor plan, they probably were intending to have some kind of NX presence at E3, and this is just my assumption. Maybe they had some kind of development issues and they had to pull out the last moment. But having one game at E3 and reserving all that floor space seems like just a big waste, unless you actually had something to show there. Zelda Wii U could have been in a corner somewhere and just had maybe just half the space reserved, if that was Nintendo's plan since the beginning. So, granted, Nintendo said that the reason why they're releasing the NX in March of 2017 instead of holidays because they want to make sure the NX has games available for it to play. This is coming directly from Nintendo. And that's totally understandable. But at least give us something to play for the rest of 2016. If you're going to have the NX come out in 2017 in March, at least give your fans something to play. Not everybody wants to play a handheld device for the rest of the year with the 3DS. It has some good games coming out, and so there's no reason to just limit it to that, though. So it's a hard pill to swallow for Nintendo fans to be waiting for more information about the NX at this point when everyone was expecting E3 to be the big showing. But it is what it is. And hopefully we'll get some more information soon from Nintendo about when to see more on the NX or when they're going to reveal the system, which they still said it's going to be 2016 when they reveal the system. So we do have that to look forward to. What's making people upset is that there's no information on when that's going to be, because we know it's not going to be E3. So hopefully at some point after that, at some point, we will see the NX be revealed. And they want to avoid those software droughts after launch, so launching the NX in March would be a smart choice for as at least the software is concerned, being ready and having it all lined up for the rest of 2017. From my financial business standpoint, everyone has jumped on the bandwagon of this being a bad choice, but with being Nintendo, business side and software development side are two different things. So if you have Miyamoto and Aonuma, working on Zelda, and they say, you know what, it's still not ready, we're working on these games together, we're going to have to delay it just a little bit more. Nintendo business side is probably not going to force any one of their games to be released if they're not completed. So, this is not EA or Activision or Ubisoft where they say, you know what, you have to get this game out in October or November for the holiday, or you're in big trouble. This is your contract. You got to do it. Nintendo's not like that. They're not going to force games out that are not completed or they're not 100% perfect to their liking. They have had some quality issues, like last year with the Amiibo Party Festival game and Mario Tennis. They seem kind of rushed out. So seems like they want to have the best quality lineup possible for the NX when it is released in March 2017. In the meantime, though, the problem is, like I said, there's just nothing for the Nintendo fan to play on their console. So that's the problem. So you have the NX to look forward to in almost a year from now, 11 months. But in the meantime, what are you going to play? You tell me what you think we're going to be playing. I really don't know. Maybe Pikmin 4, who knows? If they're going to push that to the Wii U for an emergency holiday release, I could see them doing that, if it's even feasible. Who knows how development has been going on that game, if it was even for the Wii U in the first place. But we shall see. It's really hard to say at this point. But they need to release something. But whatever it is they do release that's extra, besides Paper Mario for the holiday, Nintendo themselves is not forecasting the Wii U to sell any more systems, really. It's about, what, they sold 3.4 million last fiscal year, and they're projecting 800,000 to be sold this fiscal year. That's millions less. So they're really not expecting any more to be sold. That tells me big games are not going to be coming to the Wii U anymore. The system is dead. Goodbye Wii U. Long live the Wii U. But I love the Wii U. I thought it was a great system, but the support is over for the system. So Nintendo needs to give us something more in the NX to look forward to, besides just saying it's coming in March 2017. We have to see the system soon. Show us the games. Show us what it can do. Granted, it's not going to be at E3. That's fine, but at least show us the system soon. Your fans are dying for information. They're dying out there. People are, don't give them the reason to go buy the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One for a holiday. Granted, it's only a few months more to wait, but Nintendo, is still in competition with these companies. Sony and Microsoft are going to have their big holiday guns coming out. They're going to have all the big games. The longer you wait to release your system, Nintendo, the more sales go to these other consoles and other companies, which I know that they don't want. So I agree and I disagree at the same time. As a business standpoint, I disagree 100%. As a software quality standpoint, from the software side, development standpoint, I totally agree with them releasing it in March 2017. So let me know what you guys think about all this news. Obviously, there's going to be more to come about this in the future. But for now, it's just interesting to think about, and hopefully they do release some information on the NX very soon and give us more details to look forward to. But for now, thanks so much for watching, and if you like this video, please hit that like button, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you guys very soon. Take care.